Hello everyone, welcome to Fablehamed Age of Wonders 4. The Blint Saga returns in the Scorpion Open Beta. The Rise from Ruin and its accompanying free update is releasing on March 9th, and I thought I'd slip into the Steam Open Beta and check out the core changes coming to the game because they are quite significant. Experience changes, a new magic fighter, distance changes, big changes to just the base game. So I thought I would
choose your destination.
Get used to it, as it were, before all of the new fancy toys come into our hands. The Blint Saga is about to complete the story realms of Empires and Ashes. Today we challenge the Sehiran Oasis. Settle on the Sehiran Oasis and become a part of a trial between wizard kings and champions. Bring a cord to Magehaven and prepare for the arrival of an uninvited guest. This realm has Oasis, World Seals, okay, so it's a seal game, Chaotic Influence, and Motivated Truce. I was surprised to see both of these, but, hey, we can make it work. But of course, the Blint Saga is not here only to challenge and win, it is here to achieve. And the achievement for the Sehiran Oasis is Chaos Surge. Encounter the Chaos in Daylon. And I have no idea what that means. But we're going to find out together. Hopefully. Of course, it'll be on hard difficulty.
Your journey.
And our Blint for this particular challenge is a meme-tastic one. In the Scorpion update, the Primal culture received a rather significant change. It's not a huge rework, but it is a significant change. Enough that I would like to take a look at it. And who better to do that than Blint, the Under-Goat. He leads the Deep Hunters, who are adaptable, so they gain more experience from combat. That's an important note there. Overwhelming Tactics, so they get more when they stand together. There's a reason I picked this, or crit. And they are strong, dealing more physical damage with physical and melee attacks. And melee and physical shock, yes. Now the Primal culture, nothing here has changed, but they have made it easier to activate their Primal Blessing. And we, of course, are going for the Tunneling Spider because we are underground. Our society traits, well, they're more mechanical than thematic. We have Mana Channeler, so we can summon more. Summoning spells cost 50% less to cast. Magic Origins gain 30% more experience from combat. We begin with an extra Magical Origin unit. And Relentless Crusaders. We gain Imperium for each Empire unit killed after successful combat. This reward increases by +1 for each level of evil alignment the faction they belong to. And we gain grievances against players with evil alignment, which could actually come into handy with the Forced Truce. And we're a little bit of a good boy. Just a little bit, though. We're Blint. We're never truly good.
Choose your first tome.
And we're starting with the Tome of Beasts, because one of the main things I want to look at, besides the Primal culture and the XP change and the movement change, is the animal rework. Animals have been given a lot of love. And, well, we're going to get to summon a whole bunch of them. So we're starting with the Tome of Beasts. We are a vampire. And, well,
reveal yourself.
That's partially because we're going to be saying goodbye to the Throne of Blood. We've been looking at vampires a lot lately, and this will be our kind of finale for them for now. And vampires have a fun animal synergy that I never really made use of. So hopefully I can today. And this is our boyo, the first Bloodborne Blint the Under-Goat. Long ago, when I was exploring what I felt to be at the time the best possible build against the hardest challenge at the time, I used the goats. And so we're going to be revisiting a little bit of that with a ranger, who has a sword and a whip because he's a cane build like all Scrub Dex characters start with in Bloodborne. He is an average Bloodborne enjoyer that fears his eternal life may never see a sequel. And he is a shepherd because, of course, we're having a lot of animals. Hopefully we can make good use of that. Or maybe we won't at all. We did it in the Orion playthrough, so we'll see. Again, this is kind of like a meme-tastic build. Don't look too much into it. And of course, this does not count as our Soulsborne build that one day, I'll try and do.
After Grexolis was opened and Sundren's ruse was revealed, many Godir of Magehaven realized how fragile their alliances were. Sundren's warning of looming evil was drowned out by the clamors of powerful wizards and champions, seeking to release the powers from the World Vault. Fierce arguments rattled Magehaven, and only its spell of protection kept it from falling apart in its entirety. Among the Godir of Magehaven, Meandor was one of the few who remained composed. Tired of the bickering within, he had a suggestion. Groups of quarreling Godir would travel to realms where rediscovered seals had emerged. There, they could settle their differences by competing to become the master of the seals, without unnecessary bloodshed. This is the story of one such group of Godir, who decided to settle their disputes on a realm called the Sehiran Oasis. Little did they know, their trial was about to be rudely interrupted.
Okay, so this is less a direct continuation of the first Empire's Nash's story and more a continuation of the main story, I think. But we are here, the Undergoat. They begin with Ancestral Harmony and the Mark as Prey. Was this changed? So Fury of the Tunneling Spider, its activation was changed for all Primal cultures, but we'll get to that. You step into the desert sands of the Sehiran Oasis. The air is hot and dry, whipping sand across your face. Still, the air is clearer here than on Magehaven, where the smallest spark seems to ignite arguments among all Godir residing there. Before you can ponder further, you are approached by none other than Shadow Prince Meandor of House Iniok. Greetings, first Bloodborne Blint the Undergoat. You have arrived at the Sehiran Oasis, where you will attempt to settle the differences between other Godir through a form of competition. The rules of this trial are simple. All participating Godir will either settle their differences or compete for the emerged seals on this realm. Waging wanton wars is discouraged. Why are we doing this? Meandor of House Iniok's expression darkens. When I first found Magehaven, it was a refuge for Godir who found themselves adrift in the astral sea. Now, since the World Vault was opened by my ambitious niece and those Shadrai fools, anarchy has overtaken the Pantheon. Meandor shakes his head in disgust. It saddens me to admit that of the entire Pantheon, you lot currently seem to be the most reasonable. Ha! Blint, reasonable. A Bloodborne fan, reasonable. Whilst I try to return some sense of order to Magehaven, you will settle your differences so the Pantheon can once again concentrate on more important concerns. The Sehiran Oasis was chosen as the cradle of this initiative. You will find the 3 other participants have settled around it. In my past experiences, it is common for simpler minds to revert to skullduggery, especially now. Petty violence seems to be the first response for many Godir. As such, I am interested in the outcome here. A thin smile creeps across Meandor's face. Good luck, first Bloodborne Blint the Undergoat. Perhaps you can show us all violence is but one of the many ways to resolve a conflict. With these last words, Meandor severs the connection, leaving you and any other participants on the Sandy Realm. Okay. So we're of course trying to control the seals, and we have to meet the other 3 participants. I will settle these disputes one way or another. So we do get some free stability, which is nice. Alright, so we have a very interesting combination here of vampire and a non-sunless realm. But they did buff vampires, which is another minor thing we're checking out in the Scorpion update. So, this is going to be funny. Every turn, 2 surface provinces in the city's domain or up to 2 provinces away alter to sunless. Right. There is no... Right, we're underground. Underground counts as being in sunless, I forgot. So we'll just start with something simple like the Woodcarver's Workshop, which I believe was buffed. I think all of the cultural buildings were buffed to not have as many deficits. as the Primal culture, we're interested in finding these dens of our glorious... monarch. Here we go. I am playing with one hand, so I do apologize. I am still recovering from shoulder surgery. What do we start with? So we began with a skeleton. Great. Evolve the magical origins. A protector, our tier 1 shield boy, and a primal darter. So we're probably going to want more. We want another scout as well. For the protector. So, okay, you're an ogre. So we'll bring our scout with us for now. And we'll get started. I could have had the scout... Oh, is this really going to be this difficult? Okay. I could have had the scout initiate that so we go back to our own terrain, but it's fine. Okay. Okay, so... Ooh. How do I... So the way I'm moving my camera here... Okay, I can just hold left click. Got it. Okay. So the skirmisher is quite potent. I'm not sure how a whip skirmisher is going to do, but we'll see it out. I am rather new to the strength of the skirmisher, so I thought that I would check out just how powerful we can make it. Now, this is not part of the patch. I believe there were very few, if any, balance changes for the heroes. I know they're looking at the Spellblade, but I don't believe heroes really changed at all. There was a buff to this, so now Primal Renewal just heals you when you enter defense mode. So it doesn't require any of the Primal Fury. This will heal us for about 18, so I think we don't want to rip it. You can now shoot. Another thing is that the Primal Fury, we really need a support character, now caps at 3. Okay, so a single shot gives you 2. Got it. You have first strike, which is kind of annoying. You know what? Mark this as prey. We'll get smacking. Can Blint kill this if he's... not really. You don't really want Blint to get into trouble, as it were. Okay. Now our our ranged unit is not a very good one. You know what? I might go defense mode here. Yeah, let's do it. We'll play defensively. Yeah, the biggest change about the Primal culture was... It was mostly just the way that their Primal Fury works. Their Primal Fury. It's a lot stronger now. I think that'll be more obvious when we're playing with the supports. I believe Blint's just going to go tie this up. As a ranger, we start with the ranged siphon. We don't want to cast any more spells if we can help it. How come you don't have lifesteal? Wait. Well, we'll get a kill here. As the spider... as the spider culture, our Fury gives us bonus blight damage and gives us lifesteal. So we actually have more lifesteal than the skeleton. I believe this will always be 50 because he's hiding. Cool. We can go full speed for this. I don't think anyone's confused as to what I'm doing here. Oh, my bonk. So even Blinty Boy is getting in, huh? A vampire with the Fury of the Tunneling Spider. Very interesting. Double friendly fire. Good job. Good job. Great job, in fact. Alright, well. No losses, anyway. First combat. Get back over here. Alright. So, we'll have Blint move forward to dig this. A venerable vampire reduced to digging. I suppose we can get the scout going this way. For arcane research. Ooh, Wild Speaker would be good. I wish this could heal. So one of the things I was keeping in mind with overwhelming tactics where we stand together, first of all, I just do that obsessively. I love grouping together. But also it works very, very well with animal kinship. So I think that'd be good. But we might as well just get started with the call animal. Although, I don't know if I have the mana just to fund it. Really? Okay. Good turn 1. I think. Another thing they did was, well, Sunless itself was nerfed. But I believe the vampire heals more now. You've led your deep hunters, ardent followers of the tunneling spider, to a new realm when something catches your eye. Not far from the hunter's dream, a wondrous tree pulsates with invigorating energy. Its strangely familiar energy inspires you, even from afar. A faint chirp on the wind calls you to it. Your eyes fixed on the tree, you discern a faint apparition of immense power. Could it be? Is that the ancestral spirit of your deep hunters, the tunneling spider herself? Does the tunneling spider, whom your people intimately call Under-Atter, truly grace this realm? You should visit the tunneling spider den immediately. There's a slight change to this quest as well. But I don't remember what it was. When you arrive at the tunneling spider den, I'm floating over it. The visage of the tunneling spider that lured you here has disappeared, but you feel ensnared as if you've sprung a trap you cannot see. You examine the enthralling tree and notice that its trunk and branches are overgrown with pungent mushrooms. Under-Atter's influence is palpable here. You recall ancient legends that promise formidable boons to the most ardent torchbearers of Under-Atter. Claim this territory so that you may build the Tunneling Spider Temple, which invokes the power of the Tunneling Spider to slowly turn your domain into mushroom forests, where your deep hunters thrive. Win Under-Atter's favor by securing at least 2 Tunneling Spider Dens, and build the Tunneling Spider Temple. Okay. As always, the Primal Culture lore doesn't make too much sense, but that's okay. So now that we have control of this, we should be able to build the temple, which will slowly transform our nodes around us to mushroom forests. Built a farm first. We need a forester? We do. So what we can do is we can get started on that. We'll build another Primal Darter. We'll stay focused on army. I think Blint can initiate this, and then we can move on. I'll bring our scout in. Low risk battle. How low risk is it? Not very. Great. Our combat spells are not overly helpful either. So what's the big threat here? Probably these things. Because I like to stand together, if they, you know, if they web us all, life is going to be unfortunate. You've doomed us all. I say that, but then I stand together anyway. Okay. I'll mostly keep this here and see what happens. Okay. We could go in a little bit. Do we want to? Nope. Well, I don't want to do that. Maybe we retreat a little bit. Try and pull it in. Be there. Okay. We'll just chill for a second. Maybe they'll come to me, maybe they won't. Okay. See, that's what I mean. Okay. So, we probably want to try and work on these spiders if we can. You're just going to go defense mode. Is this a 1 hex radius? No. You could definitely heal Blint with this, though. We'll just heal up and go defense mode. Hopefully they'll all hit Blint here. Because then he'll have his Fury and we can heal him for Giga. They might just kill the skeleton, though. Okay, we're not. Look at that fat heal. Sorry, my camera's a little out of place. I really have to get used to this. I meant to practice using one hand during the end of the Heart series, but I kind of forgot. I was so focused on winning. Double miss at 50%. What if I just go in defense mode again here? Okay. Well, all things considered, that went pretty well. I think I feel a lot stronger early on here with this new Primal Fury. It used to be 5 stacks, right? It was quite a lot. I don't think we can fight this turn, so we'll just run over here and diggy dig. And then we'll boost this out next turn and get over here. Okay. Blinty boy. So they did make a change, I think, somewhere in the ranger tree, but it looked the same to me, so I think we'll just leave it alone. As for what we want, we might just go down here for starters. I mean, we could go ahead and scatter shots, because I don't have any AoE, and we're not going to have much AoE in our entire build. Of course, I am an enjoyer of the snapshot. It'd be funny to use sniper shot with a whip, you know? Let's just take scatter. I mean, I enjoy this. You know what? No. Stick with what you enjoy. Our goal here is to create good things, so can I grab this next? I can. Okay. Second protector. I'm not sure what we discovered here. A mana node. Okay, maybe we can do this. Now look, I don't care about the skeleton. The second we can have a full stack without the skeleton, I think we dip it. It goes, you know? But for now, it's a useful secondary body. Oops. I wish I could play with my other hand, but I technically have gotten to the point where I can use the keyboard, but only for a little bit. Like, very briefly. I have a relatively long last name, and that's about what I can type. So, sorry, but there will be not a lot of usage. Okay, I really don't want to lose my scout. I can help it. Are you really about to get in here? I was say, I'm pretty sure he can't attack me. Oh. Scout saved. It is burning. Oh, so Scout not saved. Scout is dead. Shucks. Oh well. My poor scouts. Oh, I'm gonna lose 2. Okay, so the skeleton's dead anyway. So I think the AI lost a skeleton and a protector, right? I think. Wow. All in all... Oh, really? Better losses all in all. But I'm still not very happy about it. I mean, I could go here and hit it. Oh, Graze on 90%? We healed up more than we take in retaliation. Which is nice. Alright, well. Great. Losing a scout is a big, sad moment. Focus on getting one of them out. Is this money? Nice. Okay, so we keep you here. Get the stack to go here. One thing I could have done, and probably should have done, is I could have gone for Delver on Blint's Ambition, and we probably would have already completed it. That's something I have gotten as suggestion and highly suggest others. For others. Is I never built that farm. Or that forester, excuse me. Let's grab this. Then I can expand here if I need to. If you're doing an underground culture, just grab Delver. Like, Delver's not great, but it's an ambition you can complete relatively easily. I'll just take this. Less I can manual idle them, the better, you know? Blint still heals pretty well outside of our territory. Yeah. I can definitely feel the Elder Vampire boosts. Probably get a second scout as well. Alright, let's go up and see what we can see. Where are we? I'm assuming this is a player. That could be a seal, actually. It's probably a seal. Okay, not bad. We have a wonder. We have a magical material. Golden wonder over there. We are going to have to find a place to... Oh, slight mistake, actually. I should have diggy that. And we have Reshape, which I believe was added in the patch as well. This is for being Primal. What was that? Oh, yeah, we can get some animals now. Call of the Animals, not bad. Wayfire Enchantment was changed because of the new the Reaver to movement, which I haven't even talked about yet. But this will now make it so your scouts never die when they get routed in combat, and they return 2 turns sooner. So it's not bad. This remains the same, yeah. We are going to want those in time because our scouts can be very important to us. But can I call this 1 turn? Okay. That only costs 30 mana because of our societal trade. Blint might be able to solo this. Should I put my theory to the test? By the way, this is why I like to play with easier starts in world setting, because I'm going to spend a lot of time here just vibing. So, I hope you enjoy the just vibing. But I think once Blint gets the blessing of the primal, you know, his primal fury going. Ah, slight mistake again. And go here, and now we can crit. Well, we have a higher chance to crit. I don't really have plans to lean too heavily into crits. Ooh, big flanks. Because you can go pretty hard on it. Big Harmony? I wish it cleansed, but... The Nomads are getting some cultural cleanses that look ridiculous. Okay. This guy is... in defense mode. Cool. I should have swung on this. But it worked out, we got big grazes. I'm not really sure why they were grazes, but... I will take it. Talk about overkill. Oh. Disengage is not bad. They have a shorter range than most ranged characters, but Disengage is still a pretty good skill. Hey, look. Loot. I think Blint's going to go diggy dig. We need to look for a city position, and I will not have Materium, unfortunately. So, that's worth noting. What if I put it over here? This might be a spot. Because the Hunter's Dream goes up through here, and then the city goes up through here, and it's mostly water. We could do my Seafarers Guild. I'm a big fan of Disruptive Shot. But I think we're going to stay with Ranger for now. Just easy buffs. Founding and absorbing a city takes less time, and we gain 1 pop as well. We will be doing that because we'll be founding a city very soon. I promise I'm not going to go 20 turns without founding a city. I'm not going to do it. We go this. I guess we're kind of just big chillin'. I guess we're just big chillin', aren't we? Knowledge per adjacent mushroom farm. Nice. Big fan. Launch production of various animal units. That sounds good as well. Do I grab a Libarby? We got the Primal Darter. So we have 2 Primal Darters and 2 Protectors. Do we go for another Protector? Probably. $15 Imperium. I think I want to hold my Imperium because, again, I want to build a city ASAP. As soon as possible. Perfect. I don't know how they did this, but I don't care. It was done. Okay, so I'll talk a little bit about the rework. Okay. So the way the rework works... works. Ooh. Maybe there's not much over here? I'm gonna need water to pass. Okay, so we're kind of stuck here. Until I get seafaring. So, movement. Everyone now has 40 movement points, I believe. Except for scouts who have 48. And everything has like a set cost of movements. Which is 6? 6. And how does this work again? Roads cost 3. So roads are 5? But the idea is that it's been... Every unit has it. So even cavalry have 40 movement speed. And the idea is that... You won't have units in the late game, like foot units who had like 32, I think it was, dragging behind flying units and mounts and floating. So if you didn't care if you weren't a min-maxer, the only thing you're going to notice is that you're going to move faster. That's it. We also now get to pick. Oh, interesting. So this used to be completely random with Call Wild, but now we have the technology to pick what we want here. It costs 80 extra mana to get a Hunter Spider, because it's tier 2. Is that worth getting? You know, I don't think I've ever seen a Caustic Worm leveled up. Should we try it? So one of the big things about the animals, besides a bunch of them becoming magic fighters, is all animals... Oh, this changed. Is called combat trained. Wasn't this called something else in the dev stream? This unit is under the control of a player or a free city, and gains plus 10 hit points, plus 1 defense, and plus 1 resistance. So our little animals are going to be this much more effective than just wild animals. And a bunch of them had their stats reworked to compensate for this. Some of them didn't even get any changes and just are now stronger. So that's something very important to keep in mind. Do I do another one? And I believe they are they magic? Yes, fantastic. They are magic origin because they were obtained through summons. I believe the new dragons, the young dragons, do not count for that, even though they are now summoned as well. Oh, here's a magic fighter. The Bone Wyvern. So magic fighter is very simple. It's the exact same thing it was, but its attack is now magic. And because of the rework to defense and resistance, which the TLDR for that is that any attack that deals physical damage is checked against defense. And any attack that deals magical damage is checked against resistance. Which is how it was before. But now, so for example, if you have a melee attacker, like if we had fiery weapons, before I think the physical part of that attack was checked against defense, and the magical part of that was checked against resistance. Now, because it's a physical attack, a melee attack, it will all go against defense, even the fire part. So, it sounds complicated, but it's not really in practice. That change was made because in the late game, resistance was just so much more important once everyone got their, all their enchantments rolling. Also, the problem with animal builds, well, one of the problems, is of course we have a bunch of not super weak anymore, but relatively weak units that can evolve. So my auto-resolves got a lot trickier. But I do plan to use a lot of the magic fighters. In fact, I have a very special build planned. Well, I have a build path planned that will see a lot of magic fighters come into our possession. And they will be our primary source of magic damage, pretty much. That's a one-turn cooldown. That used to be based off of how much Primal Fury you had, and it would consume it. Wow, you can reach that. It's kind of crazy. Okay. No. So we could run this guy in. I don't have to write. I can just left click here. Okay. So we could do this, or we could do this. Well. I know what we're doing. Ferb, I know what we're doing today. So you will help here. Actually, do you just kill this? No. You help here. Okay. Then you're going in. They have Razor Thorn, which is unfortunate. You're going here. And we're going to be repositioning to deal with this. Okay. We have our crit chance going, although I'm not sure we're going to actually crits. We got one. I'll take one. This kills? Cool. Nice. They both had to run away from our boy. Our shield boy. Charge! Charge! Cool. We'll go here and go in defense mode, I think. This is way stronger now. It will fall off eventually, but for now, I think it's pretty strong. It'll be hard for you to catch up. You stay back here and heal. One turn on this. Okay. Don't you do anything crazy here? Get him, boy! Look at my little caustic worm go. Oh, we're gonna need our cultural thing pretty quickly for our animals. The Frostbringer of Dragon Slaying. Pierce Shot. I thought it said Phase Shot. I'm like, wait a minute. So technically, that's better. But then I don't have any melee. I can take it for now. I can even get on a dragon. So one of the main, I don't know if complaint is the word, about the change for movement is that it's been called immersion breaking. Ooh. Wait, are you still level 1? Hold on, I'll get back to my thought in a second. A cheer and trumpets announced the arrival of another participant, King Alfred Elderstone of Athla. Hail! First blood-born Blint the Undergoat of the Deep Hunters. With the other Gordia here, many of my counselors think me mad for participating in an initiative like this. The King of the Destined Humans is an honorable competition with Wizard Kings. But I have learned our natures do not define us, and that unity can be found in the most surprising places. He smiles. Let our actions and alliances speak louder than our differences. Wizard King, Ascended Champion, or anyone else, in the end we are all Gordia, and share a responsibility for all the peoples in the Astral Sea. So, we can sack our growth. Nope. We have a nature check here, which I guess isn't a check, it just happens. Sure. Or we could just say nothing. We must all acknowledge our violent nature, only then can we surpass it. So I've made him like me. Okay. Why does he only have 3 pop? I mean, we are very early. He's very close to me. Okay. I think we're killing him. I think he's dying. So I can put my city on this. These are inhabitable. So there's no nodes over here? That's a very good city. Maybe we go over here and just plop it down next to the Golden Wonder that we plan to claim eventually. I like this idea of just becoming a full... I mean, I also like the idea of taking this over. A full water city, you know? Okay. So what was I saying? Want to boost. This requires a second forester. I suppose I could plop down a forester here and then just change it later. Hopefully I remember to change it. Because growing is good. You can call wild animal. Do we want to just do it on a... The tile you call them on does change what you can get. Do we wait? Just running down again. A brown bear? Wait, why is a ward cheaper? No, I want a bear. Nice. This evolves now, doesn't it? Wait, this evolves, right? Yeah! Okay. Cool. Nice. Unfortunately, how do I get a magic fighter? The spiders are magic fighters, right? Some of them? A gust of heat announces one of the participants of the Sehiran settlement. Greetings, Grand First Bloodborne. Fire Queen Carissa the Red smiles. Surprised to see me? After my visit to Obadoth and the constant war raging there, I grew bored. It is amusing to stoke arguments between the Goddess of Magehaven, but without true carnage, the strife of old wizards becomes bland rather quickly. When I heard of this amusing initiative, I volunteered. Besides, I sense the heat of battle in the desert winds. This may become more interesting than we think. Carissa winks at you. I am not blocking anything. Okay, well. I think I want to focus on going this way. Especially because there's a seal here. I just hear it in my head over and over again. Build a city, build a city, build a city, build a city. Get a hero in 3 turns. Okay. We do want this wolf in Blint's army. So you can see how everyone is the same even though I'm on a dragon. I think that it costs more for flying units to move because flying units can of course fly over things, so a gargoyle. Interesting. Unfortunately, Call of the Wild is in. Here we go. We want this. We want this as well. But we'll start with the spider, the communion. And Blinty Boy is level 4. Now at level 4, for the Elder Vampire, we want... Where is that? Is it Nightsworn? Yes, okay. So Nightsworn, of course, we get to start with a bat, which is an animal. I'm pretty sure. I'd hope so. We have a free AoE attack, which is cool, whatever. But more importantly, we unlock Pack Leader. So while Army Leader, all animals in the army have Flanker, base unit upkeep reduction, and +1 defense and +1 resistance. I want to see how this now stacks with... disruptive. How this stacks now with the combat trains. My bow's gone. Oh, yeah, my flanker things don't really help me out now that I'm currently using a bow. But we're a skirmisher at heart, don't worry about it. Okay. We do have a sizable amount of money. Get this guy out. We want another scout. I don't think it's a bad idea. We got a temple going as well. I may get this, actually. That is a really good building. The temple can wait. We get the granary. For food. Okay. I actually don't know. Oh, I can just left-click drag. Okay. I think I do want to build a city over here. Oh yeah, this looks like a rife city. Oh, there's a city over here too. Maybe we raise it? Such a good guy. Or maybe we just take the city. Baron Glob Darkdrake of the Free City Charred Spar greets you with a wicked smile. Your so-called benevolence only makes you weak. I will prove to the people of Charred Spar and everyone in this realm that there is no such thing as right and wrong, only strength and weakness. Okay. Now we do have a stone, which should be in my city because I'm not using it elsewhere. Oh, the bear is weak. Come to me, little bear. This should be an easy battle. I should turn off the bear. My bear! Can't do this to me. Unfortunately, the bear is, I need this to live. The bear will survive. So here's our little bat. Do you also have combat trained? You do! Wow, look at that. Wait, but it doesn't have any... Oh, he has -1 from being a Doom Bat. That's so funny. Wow. Or Doom Bat. Robbed. Robbed, I say. The fact that I can just heal turn 1 is really cool. Okay. So again, we are going to be a skirmisher, so this will make more sense then. Let's run it down. Why not? Why shouldn't I just run it down? After all, why shouldn't I? Get sent here. I'm a little worried about sending in the bear. But it can't kill this. That's worth noting. See if we can strip a model off this. Got one. One will do. We'll take it. Alright. Oh, I forgot about you. Oopsie doodles. Oopsie daisy. Should I send Blint back, I guess? Who's getting back here to help? Incredible shots. Shank. No need to roll the dice. Very cool. Easy peasy. You couldn't even do that, AI? The Bouncing Flamebringer. Ooh. I'm getting a whole bunch of toys. Is this a crossbow? It is a crossbow. Huh. Try it out. Down to try anything. At least once. This concerns me. How big is this army? I do need a quarry, actually. Believe it or not. Oh, the poor bear. Oh, my arm. Okay. I can hold control at least. And should you go north-ish? So we know where one seal is. There's a way down over here. Maybe we can build over here too. I think I see one there. We could try to build towards this corner for our next city. For a city. Okay. Unfortunately, we're going to need some more mana, so probably want to go here if we can. Oh, also, you can now see how many provinces you have here and what they are exactly. And there have been a few other useful UI changes, although most of them were done for the impending culture, the nomads. Okay. Nice big oasis going on here. So we want to go here. Maybe we plop her down. See if we can take this on. This might be a hard fight, actually. There's going to be a lot of RNG here, unfortunately. Yeah. Also, we might be able to resurrect some old cheese, which I think will be really funny. Okay, we have our bats. While we're fighting on this node, you have the effect of the distracting whispers. One of the attacking units is distracted. Oh, okay. That's not a big deal. I think I wanted to go here. The bear! Sure. Okay. I really wish I had an AoE skill. It might not be a bad idea to press the Light Reapers, though. The Lightfish. Is your thing a full... It's a one act... Oh my goodness gracious. I'm being a little reckless here. I missed? Oh, it does have a surprisingly high cost. What the heck? Oh, I need to get this guy in here somehow. Okay. Well, let's hope my aggression doesn't bite me in the butt here. Resisted? Resisted? Fantastic. Look at my goat! He does have 3 resistance, though, which is kind of crazy. We taunted the bat? Okay. I mean, sure. That's what floats your boat. I'm a little worried about this, but this is a fantastic cleave setup. Get in here. I should have repositioned a little bit. You can go here, do the bats, and then pop. You can't miss if you're point blank, you know? Well, you probably could find a way. Shadow Heart! Those worms are the goat. They resisted double conversion. Okay. I might just heal this. I really shouldn't. Okay, disease has also been changed. Okay. Disease now makes it so at the start of the unit's turn, it suffers weakened and poison and has a chance to spread disease. So it used to be something with, like, resistance reduction, but now it's just weakness and poison. And you can come in here and finish us off. Look at our worm. Our worm. I think I just take this attack. Move on. Yeah. 6 damage. Woohoo. I'm gonna kill this. Seems good. And I think you're just gonna run away, Biddle Bear. Run away, little girl. Okay. Oh, they really want that Blint booty. Can you blame them, though? After all, we keep coming back. There must be something to it. There must be something to the mole booty. Couldn't tell you what, though. Phase Cloak. Oh, that's actually really good for our current weapon. Now, of course, we are in sunlight, so what we can we're going to want this. We have a lot going on right now. Okay, we'll boost this out. Foolish, yes, but I think it needs to be done. So in sunlight, was this made easier? No. So we deal 20% less damage, that's fine. The Desecration Chamber will start immediately spreading Sunless over here, which is good for us. I do think we need to heal a little bit more. I could probably put the city down. Let's see. We need to... Oh, there are a lot of good tiles here. We are going to have the nature thing, so maybe it wouldn't hurt to just put it here. Just get it started. I don't want to be a scrub and not have a city. Again. But Fabe, you're a scrub anyway. Thanks. Appreciate that. Alright. You're gonna need mana as well. So we'll just put that here. That gives us this, which increases our Whispering Stone effectiveness. Gives us some food and some drafts. Just good stat stuff. So I really need my my animists. Yes, I did change this. I was wondering. Previously, this gave 3 stacks of Rising Fury, which would let them immediately summon the spider. Wait. Do I even need... Do you even need this to summon the spider now? Can I just summon the spider? Once per battle. That is worth noting. Okay. I think we'll just wait. A little more cash. Do we want to form any alliances, team? Okay, here's a way down. Okay. Never punished. Blint's just going to go on a little adventure. Don't worry about it. Is this just a free pickup? Nice. Okay, we can tear up. Cool. Never punished. I think we'll stay here and heal up. One more turn. We can kill this without Blint, I think. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Don't worry, team. This will all be better when we get our support units. Probably. Anything new here? No. One thing that I debated trying the the Wyvern, because the Wyvern is now classified as a magic fighter. So I thought about the Tome of Evolution, but we're not really doing dragon stuff. This is more of an animal build than a dragon build. Okay. Right there. Oh. Come on, we go there. Up, up, up. Okay. The bears now, their swipes are like for bleeding purposes. So we actually do have a little bit of bleed synergy, but... or activation if we wanted to do bleeding stuff, but I don't think we really want to. A lot of the Throne of Blood tomes were quite perfect thematically for like a Bloodborne playthrough. But, you know, we never really got around to it. We did other stuff instead. That's why I'm saying this one doesn't count, because I don't intend to do any Bloodborne stuff. I just picked a Bloodborne theme because I thought it was funny for a vampire. So try not to be baited by the whole Bloodborne Blint. Another seal. Okay, cool. And this is the city charge bar. Got it. I think we're killing them. Primal Communion is in. We have one more thing. I wish it was the enchantment or the transformation. But we're going to get a chance to reroll through one of our tomes pretty much, so... we can just grab the Wild Speaker. And I did create one hero who we're going to be needing here in a minute. Just one. I do like Soil Tenders. We should have... we can grab this. We have time. Because we're going to build this next turn. Alpha declared friendship. How do we feel about that? Carissa should be evil. Yes, okay, great. You are greeted by the dusty smell of parchment and, oddly enough, the scent of dried bones. Another participant appears before you and nods. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Noctis, High Chancellor of the Erudite Orcs. I represent my people and the souls of our forefathers who aid us even in death. As you know, I am closely acquainted with death and betrayal, which seems to be inevitable even for those who want nothing but to gain and to share knowledge. Mage Haven has become an unreasonable cesspool of petty arguments. I believe we could write history here in the Sehiran Oasis. Great. Your experiments are an affront to nature, Noctis. Wow, okay. Now, we're going to have a lot of grievances against Carissa. So I can put this here. Are we doing it here? We're doing it here, right? Where is this going? Here? Kind of like here. Only partially because it lets me get back faster. Okay. Okay, we're going back. Back to the team. So this scout can actually go down. We can see what's cooking down here. Oh, hey! Perfect. Perfection. Wait, can I? I overcomplicated this quite a lot. I didn't realize I could break this. Okay, cool. So what I could have done was I could have broken through this. Oh wait, is this going this way? Maybe I could have broken through this and put the city here, and then, you know, expand it upwards. But we'll expand up here and go down then. That's fine. Cool. Do we want to take the seal? Do we want to take the seal? Kind of. Can I take the seal? I think we'll focus on clearing stuff out here. Do I come back for the tomb, or do we go forward for this? Hello. Violence is always the answer. We can stay here, I guess. We can grab this wonder. Because it will do. Go up to full. Maybe we'll just explore this way. We are tier 2, so now we can not make anything because it broke. Right. This is a research post, right? Yeah. I am going to... Do I want a hero? I do want the hero, but the hero's going to have to wait for a second because we're going to be building an animist. This is our support unit. Our cultural support unit, of which I hope to have quite a few. We could boost this. Technically, I get more money from producing merchandise, but we also want mana. Mana, 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 mana. Is this food? Very cool. Wait, this doesn't look like it leads back home. How do I abort this? This looks like it leads back home, though. So I could have gotten here from home. That's fine. I believe there is a... Oh, it's on this side. Can you cross the river? You can. I just want to peek inside the city and see what's here. And determine if I want to kill it or not. You know? Nothing crazy. I think you are crossing a line, Alfred. Soon. During a diplomatic gathering, a discussion between the High Chancellor Noctis and Fire Queen Carissa the Red starts, heating up. You lecture us? You lecture me on morality, Noctis? Carissa laughs mockingly. Aren't you the one who regurgitates the souls of his own forefathers to fuel his undead engines of war? At least my enthralled orcs know that their labor ends with death. Noctis is barely holding his rage, his cheeks a dark green. How dare you? You inspire cannibalism and raiding for the sake of violence. My experiments serve only to increase our collective knowledge. The angrier Noctis becomes, the more Carissa's smile grows. Do you interfere? So if I agree with Carissa, I instantly get a wizard's bond with her. If I agree with Noctis, I don't care. I don't care. I'm not here for you. I'm here for science. The greatest of goals. The most noble of goals. Do I want 2 Primal Darters, or do I want another Shield Boy? I think I want another Shield Boy, don't I? I guess it depends what this event is. I think I'm going back to this. I think that's what we're doing. Because we're going to grab defense here, and we're going to run it down. I'll be the front line. You prepare to explore the silent tomb, when a wide-eyed scribe sprints out. Ye slumbers no more! Flee, you fools, flee! A chilling wind, as if a monster inhales, pulls you towards the entrance. The ground then trembles, but there is no rumbling. A black fog creeps from the mouth of the silent tomb. It conceals a ghastly figure that feels as ancient and evil as it does regal. Your army's resolve dwindles, while insanity claws away at your mind. The kingly ghoul whispers, I am the sleeper in shadow. Won't you join me inside? You unwillingly put one step forward. Every turn, one attack unit is targeted. If it has low morale, it gains insanity, otherwise it loses morale. Inflict slow on hits. We can get slow immunity. Or we start distracted. Like 3 turn distracted or 1 turn distracted? What are we dealing with here? This isn't the worst that I've seen, but it's going to be hard to kill the Titan, and these are now magic fighters, so they are going to thump. I have to come back. Shucks. I really wanted this. Did I upset him just for going in? No. Okay, what's over here? Oh. 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 We're going. Goodbye. This is a one-turn endeavor. Okay. We'll leave that for later. We're going in. We're going to take this. This is going to be ours. Do I want to form this as a city, though, or do I want it to burn to the grounds? I haven't decided yet, actually. I don't do the raise action very often. Maybe we'll do it here. Our scouts consolidate a little bit. Wild Speaker is in, and it's time for our first tier 2... No, our second tier 1 tome. And this is where we're going to get a guaranteed magic fighter. Because just like the goat before, Blinty Boy, we're going for the Tome of Zeal.
The fervor of righteousness is a gift unto your subjects. When it courses through their veins, they become mightier, more valiant. They brush off their wounds and any pain, shielded by the holy knowledge that they are in the right. Those who reject your gift shall know condemnation, and it shall wither their very souls.
So, the last time I did this, with the goats, Zeal was still its original form. It has been buffed a little bit, but this will affect pretty much all of our animals, giving them +2 spirit damage and allowing them to deal plus 10% bonus damage against condemned units. The Zealot has also been reworked to now be a magic fighter, so this will do a lot of damage in the early game. Even though I believe he's a little squishier. 60 health, 2-2, I think he is. But we are going to, of course, start with the Zealot, the Legion of Zeal, and work our way towards the Zealots. We could annex a little farther. What are we looking up here? I could grab this to block him off. But do I have to grab this? I'm going to. I want to make sure he doesn't grab this and come down here. Otherwise, I would have to kill him. And I'm going to kill him anyway, but... The shrine's very important. We can start a castle as well, but we'll hold off on that. Okay. The Ensembles is spreading much better. There's also been a new terrain skill added to the second level of the Vampire Castle, I believe. I'm gonna go kill him. Let's go, team. We march to war. Stone Den. Yeah, I didn't bother naming any of these. Now, unfortunately, I can't annex this. I'll never be able to annex this tile, so you could argue this is a terrible idea building this here. You could argue that. But, yeah. We'll start with this, I think. Be this. We need to get walls as well. We're not at war. We have time. We're chilling. The city might have been mildly misplaced. But it's okay. Because you have so much nature, we're heading towards expansive domain pretty quickly. Pacification, huh? Interesting thought. This isn't an awful location either. I might just take over the city. That'll be 3 cities, pretty easy. This won't be able to expand too far, but make it work. I don't have the funds to recruit my hero. We got our skill. Okay, we're moving on. I'm going to have to save our mana here because we need to get a bunch of spells cast. We need Legion, we need Communion. All in due time. Admit it, Carissa says to King Alfred with a grin. You hate me. You hate what I am. It was a wizard king who invaded Althla and killed your people. Someone like me. Do I provoke you? Enrage you? Alfred's jaw tightens. Whatever game you are playing, Carissa, I am not joining in. Carissa continues. You pretend to be accepting, but you too fear wizard kings. Why is it that you people love those who are granted power, but hate those who take it? What is so great about self-righteous passivity? Passivity? What do you think, Blint? Are Ascended Champions better than wizards, as so many with their granted powers believe? Or are wizards better for taking what they have earned? I don't care. I'm neither a wizard nor a champion. Don't care. Okay. Let's start clearing. I wonder when they're going to talk about the seals. So, with our Imperium, what are we doing? I don't know. We can get our hero, and the only custom hero I created was Maria the Living Doll, who of course has embraced vampirism. That's how this works. She is a ritualist, and she is an elitist, so she wants to fight alongside the ruler, and she has the ruler's retinue, which will give defenses to her and Blint once we get there. Wherever the hunter hunts, the doll will be there to serve. I didn't do a whole much with the lore. I think we'll just go through this way. We also have a first Animist. Okay, so this still functions with Primal Fury. Heals for 20 health for each Primal Fury the caster has. Spend them and heal an extra 10. So this doesn't have any spend anymore. It's just, hey, I can summon a Primal Spider now. But it is a once per battle. And starts on cooldown. Interesting. So if you had a full stack of Animus, you could very temporarily have like 36 units on the field. Which would be something. We will start with... Oh, man. Imperium is good. Oh, so this is the new ritual, I think. We can turn provinces into sunless for 3 turns. Okay. I want to wait, because the longer we hold off on this communion thing, the weaker our animals are going to be. And of course, she is an agricultural governor, so she will help our city grow and grow and grow and grow. I do like that. You generate an additional 50 hit points in friendly domain. That's fantastic. Okay. I wish I were richer. Do we go down? Or do we go straight? Guess we can go straight at it. We'll see how the AI does. This is like a... Ah! Okay. No, it's fine. We're chilling. We are chilling. Not that chilling. I believe these are 2 protectors, right? Yeah. Okay. Our bats go first. You go here, you go here. Not starting with a support unit has sucked, but it's okay. We have one on the way. Oh, that's unfortunate. Don't hit him back, Blint. Okay. That's annoying. I have to kill him. Perfect. Welcome back to the team, traitor. He's not a betrayer. Couldn't help it. You know? Oh, dear. Okay. So, the converts are now on cooldown. And we'll see what we can do. Think we're chilling? Blint's gonna die. I didn't realize what this was. Oh, that's fine. I played aggressively to get the guy back, and, well, I was punished for it. But if the only thing that comes of this is that Blint died, I guess that's not the worst thing. Guess. Suppose. Even there. Okay. I got distracted. It's unfortunate because Blint won't get the experience for this, but it's fine. Excuse me? Zero hit chance. Alright, well. At least the army will be in position. I mean, I suppose the living dog can start the invasion? What it's worth. Ah, Blinty boy. Ooh. Plus 1 status resistance. And we gain fortune when someone casts a spell. That could be good. Okay. Waddle, waddle, waddle. So that's 3 turns. The worst part is that my research stops, but there's a lot of nothing out here. It looks like we have fully excavated this little corner of the world for Stone Den to start coming down here. Okay. We're in. I'm gonna need a forester. I mean, I guess we can do it this way now. Splint's dead. Alright. Auto-stream can annex as well. Okay, so this is a new UI element. Basically, you've always been able to forcibly annex someone else's territory, even though it was kind of, hidden away. But now, so for example, if we do go to war with Elderholm, I can take this and then I can annex one of these after pillaging this province. First person to war party, that's fine. I have been pondering the many allies and enemies I have in this realm. I'm glad that you seem to be one of the former. Do I? Let us try to bring our empires closer together. No, I don't think I will. So we're going to come down this way to Stone Den. During a diplomatic gathering, King Alfred and High Chancellor Noctis have an argument. I cannot condone your experiments, Noctis, Alfred said. Your experiments on lost wizards are immoral. They may be monsters, but they are tortured souls who used to be people like us. Noctis scoffs. It is typical for those of lesser intellect to fear science they do not comprehend. My experiment served the greater good. As you say, lost wizards are tortured souls. How is this fate, to serve my pursuit for knowledge, worse than an eternity in the astral void? Alfred looks at you. First Bloodborne Blint. What do you think? Is the torture, Noctis harumphs, experimenting of lost wizards immoral or justified? I don't care. You may help but notice, I don't care. These will disappear, right? Once I kill the city. I'm pretty sure. Okay. Decent stack. I guess we'll just follow the doll. She starts with this, which is pretty cool. I think we'll give this to Blint and give her the teleporting one. So because we're Primal, she does start with this, which lets her summon a spider. Nice. Very cool. Very cool. I think this is standing on here. There's a lot of nothing on here. I think I said that last time too. Whole lot of nothing here. Alright, next turn Blint will be up. Well, 2 turns. Don't allow the AI to cast spells. Great, whatever. Here. Fortune. Okay. He's taking stuff around me. I might have to fight this. The bear ran, that's fine. Ring of Escaping. We're definitely giving that to Blint. Oh, because the bear escaped, it doesn't have any movement. That's fine. We have healing now, so these should be a lot easier. These simple combats. Raise of hands. Who bet there was a domination here? Oh. Need to be very careful when I move my arm. I guess I can spend this combat talking about it. I didn't have shoulder surgery. It was a success. They achieved their goal. The goal. And thankfully, my rotator cuff is perfectly healthy. The MRI suggested it could have had fraying, but that is not the case. Oh, you don't start with a heal. Interesting. But this procedure does have quite the recovery, really. So, I've been in a bit of pain, and it is difficult to use my left arm. Thankfully, I am right-hand dominant, so... You know, I kind of screwed the pooch on this position here. I need to kill this. But I don't think I'm going to. One shot. Failed it. But yeah, I'm starting to feel a lot better. Slowly every day. Do not kill her too. Slowly every day getting better. I'm in a corner. Interesting. And I can now play and commentate, you know, with one hand and whatnot. Although I still get very tired. I think I have to heal here, actually, in case they reposition. So yeah. Hopefully I can get this series done in time. March 9th is coming sooner than I expected, but time just flows ever onward. Shouldn't be that big of a deal. We're pretty much chilling. For the achievement, I think we're going to have to get Blint's, or not Blint, but our scouts out and about all over the place. You know, if I were thinking about my society trait more, I would have moved into position before attacking, but... So this is our summon. The Primal Spoder. He does have the poison web, that's cool. So like some of the old school cheese was to have a bunch of animists that would all just summon their spiders. That was the whole goal. Of course, back then you had to heal each other to grant stacks of the Primal Fury, to then spend the Primal Fury to summon the Primal Spider. But now you no longer do, which I think means the cheese is easier than before. Although it is limited because you can only do it once per battle. Slowly. I could just grab this. Okay, we can't annex that just yet because we need to go up a tier. We do need a forester. And looks like there's the only forester I can get, so. Building the desecration chamber. Then you want this or this? Probably this. I am not boosting. I am, however, probably going to print some more. We could get a shock unit. I don't really want one, though. Get another animist. Probably a third one as well, but we'll wait. We got some knowledge. We'll build this. Get started on it. So I think we're going to have some scouts do some auto-exploring now. Get out there and explore so we can meet the Chaos and Daylon. I might keep you... No, no. No, you will die. This is Maria. The living doll. We just go for single target heal, right? Big boy heal. That's for Blint. I think this is also for Blint. Just give Blint all the cool stuff. We got some remains. We can sell them for money, which we may end up doing. Because we aren't going to be doing any vassal shenanigans, I don't think. I could release cities, I suppose. The sounds of a strange thunder rumble in the distance. Where dark clouds rise from the desert, a stern-looking man appears before you. You are witness to the arrival of the Commonwealth remnants. We have survived torment to liberate the realms from all invading wizard kings and those who support their rule. What they have stolen, we will retake. What they have destroyed, we will rebuild. I see this realm was invaded by the wizards Carissa and Noctis. Do not be afraid, for your liberation has arrived. Anyone interfering with our quest for liberty and peace will be considered an enemy. Tread carefully. Before you can answer, he leaves. Okay. So this is the guy from the first Empire and Ashes realm. Okay. He came in pretty hot, not gonna lie. Welcome back, Blinty boy. Take that. Take this. Take this. So, how do I get to here? Going above is still faster, really? Yeah, we'll go this way. Because we're going to meet up with Maria. Get to work. We can see the lines of where they're going now. So in Bloodborne, the doll didn't have a name, but it was based off somebody named Lady Maria. So I gave it that name. We're going to start our communion. This will give this to our animals, which is great. This could be a really tough fight. We'll auto without spells and see how we do. This bear. This bear. Okay. So the gremlins are now magic fighters. I actually think the gremlins are going to be super strong. I'm pretty pumped to try them out. But I didn't want to do any fiend stuff with this build. I want to save that for the DLC. I have really high expectations of the potential of fiends in the days to come. There are a lot of birds, so I'm going to heal that. Okay, that's annoying. I would have raged if Maria died turn 1. Not going to lie. But she didn't, so we're going to have to figure out how I keep it that way. 90 health on you. I think we're just flanking here. I mean, they were already flanked because they're distracted, but... Okay. I think we're going to summon the Spoder. I need a ranged attack to kill this. Oh. I still have the displace there, so that's good. You... okay, go in here. I'm not sure if I can actually save Maria. I'm going to try. But I think she's still dead. Oh, maybe not. Hold on. Maybe she's alive. This would be very expensive to heal her, to restore her, so I don't want her to die. Cool. Fantastic. So, how are we doing this? We do have a heal ready to go. I think we start with you. Beautiful damage. What if we don't heal this turn? I think that's the play. And then you come over here and do this. This is the Primal Spoder. Unfortunately, I can't get on the gremlin. We can keep the spider here to fight it, I guess. If I hit it, it'll disappear. So we'll just do that. We can go here. I'm one tile short. Unfortunate. Keep the bear out of this. Keep Marie out of this. Okay. More defense. More goods. We'll hold that shot. Okay. You... Wow. What a bitch! I guess I should have ran farther away. That was completely unnecessary. There was a... Oh, what's it called? There's an action the AI takes once it's reached a certain, like, health threshold. It's called Spite Mode or something. That was spiteful. I could have reloaded there, but I'll take my death with grace. Unfortunately, if we get her back, I'm going to have to build this. Great. What do you want? Baron Belor Nightburn of the Free City Murkwater greets you with curiosity. Salutations, first Bloodborne Blint of the Undergoat. Your reputation precedes you. We may not share your noble convictions, but we trust you will honor Murkwater's territory and independence. You know what? I will. Because you're way over there. So, maybe I'll give you this stone. And see how we feel about life. Ah, my doll. You know what the problem was? Blint wasn't there. He wasn't there to protect his doll. That was the problem. After Last Dreadnaught, Edward Portsmouth left to prepare his war machines, an emergency conclave is called on the Sehiran Oasis. I do not settle here to be provoked like this, Noctis exclaims. Alfred is surprised. That was Edward Portsmouth, a legend on Athla. Surely we can bring him to reason. Even Carissa seems startled. Those war machines. They aren't like anything I have ever seen before. Meandor appears. I sense the same energies around this Last Dreadnaught as I do in Magehaven. Whoever he was, he is now a danger to the realm. He must be stopped. And he will be. In time. Am I going to skip a turn here? So, probably should talk about this a little bit earlier. These are... The way experience was changed is you can see this little gray bar here. You now gain experience per turn. Everything is 10 per turn baseline. There are ways to increase this, but I don't know how many. One is the Stone Palisade, the Wooden Palisade, which we just built. Now gives 5 experience each turn. So in order to benefit from that, we just go back here. And now we should see... Yes, we're getting 15 experience per turn. The stone wall gives 15 experience total as well. So that would be 25 if we were sitting in stone walls. The idea behind this is that players who were aggressively expanding and like fighting non-stop were dramatically outpacing the normal, like everyone else basically. So what they decided to do, I kind of mean Mana Team, was create like a trickle of XP just all the time. They cut combat XP in half. And then, you know, you still get experience in combat, but it's just half of what it used to be. So, yeah. Legion of Zeal is finally in. Unfortunately, we did not roll... There's a Couture. We did not roll the Zealot again, but we will take the other thing there. This is our Spiral Realm of Communion. This will provide the boon and the Cave Walk. Cave Walks are really relevant, but the boon to... our non-cultural units, which of course is our Animal Legion. And we're grabbing the next transformation, which is Animal Kinship. Wish I had that earlier, but it is what it is. I do need a quarry, I think. Wow, I just need a Rainbow Clover now. Do you have one? I don't think the AI has any. I'm a little bit ahead of them, I think, which is a nice feeling. I have been pondering the many allies and enemies I have in this realm. Have you, Carissa? We could do this again. I want to make sure these don't evolve while Blint's not here. How tragic would that be? Oh wow, you're pretty far away still. Okay. It does really suck to not be a champion with an evolution type build, but what was that? Whilst the others are reeling from the arrival of Edward, you are approached by a sorceress who introduces herself as High Sorceress Larissa Mirabilis. First Bloodborne, the undercoat, she says, catching her breath. I traveled here as soon as I could. I see Edward has already arrived. There's not much time to explain, but I know him well, and he is not behaving like himself. I am not sure what ails him, but if you carry any love for Athla and its hero, hear my plea. There is a different way to subdue the Last Dreadnaught. Rather than defeating him in combat, use the seals on this realm to lock him in. We can stop his rampage and cure him of his affliction. I will consider this. Do you take my hero slot, you bitch? Oh, she gave me one too, okay. So this is Larissa. We do have wonders for you to explore, which is pretty good. I will be taking these, thank you. Wow, she's pretty strong. I like it. She's also a vampire, that's funny. Pack leader. What is the most nature... What's an elementals we're doing? We could do Earth. Earth is fun. Let's do Earth. So we could do a big boom, or we could do a single target situation. I think we put some AoE. We don't have any. Magic damage. More damage. Cool. Okay, she's coming with an Animist, which is nice. I guess I can build a charger. We'll build one charger at least. I do want to clear all this crap. Guess. Okay, sure. Chard Spar, your days are numbered. Oh, great. What did that say? There you go. I'll change this back. Edward is immediately dead. I must say, you may actually be worth my attention, Blint. Okay. 200 mana. Okay. I didn't expect to be starved for mana in another playthrough, to be honest. I thought the Heart of Darkness one might be enough. A pony mount. Mana! Okay. I could have healed her if I canceled that, but I don't want to. We could go to tier 2. But I think I want more gold. No matter what skills available, we can get another orb. Roads. I think we're chilling. I have a lot of Imperium right now, but... I mean, you know what? He's on the other side of the world. We'll talk to him. What do you got? Actually, you know what? Better question. Oh, mana. Sweet, glorious mana. Who are you? Duchess Portia Pietus of the Frisity Thistledown approaches with fanfare. We, the people of Thistledown, greet you, O first Bloodborne, Blint the Undercoat. You will find here a place of honor, glory, and devotion to chivalry. We anticipate that either peace will be achieved between us because of values we share, or we will engage in glorious combats. Okay. Oh. Oh. Okay. You are very close to me. You know, what I'm learning about this is I did not explore very well at all. That's kind of what I'm learning here. Hey, Zealot! Okay, the Legion Zeal is ready. So now our Polearm, Shield, Shock, Fighter, Skirmisher, and Range units will all obtain Zeal, which deals extra spirit damage. And of course, if we do condemn things, which we will later, don't worry, they will deal 10% more damage. This is going to be one of our few damage increases. We aren't going to have too many of them. We can be friends. Grab pacification as well. Where is, wait, what? Oh, you went above grounds. Silly girl. Good news, though. They may have changed how movement works, but they haven't gotten rid of the road gore. Interesting. Do I want another... Our mana's pretty low right now. We'll chill. Aw. I would have loved a scrap hermit. No! How many does this take? 2? Oh. Your troops engage the scrap hermit and its minions, but they cower in fear rather than put up a fight. They tremble helplessly, cornered by your army, but before you can give the order to attack, you are addressed by your scholars who yelled excitedly. Wait, my first Bloodborne. Look at the rare coloration of the tongue and the pattern on its back. These are specimens worthy of investigation. Imperium, huh? Alright, sure. And I wanted the experience, but... Imperium is also a valuable resource. Crusader's Claymore. Well... we can switch this to the other one. Because agriculture is more important here. I can't expand down. I don't have this yet. So I'll build this and we'll grab a quarry. Blazy Boy is leveled up. At level 8, we are getting defense. The Boots of the Astral Traveler give us Pass-Through and Slippery and 1 defense and 1 resistance. Noctis is happy with me for some reason. Why? He's a reserved isolationist. Okay, there's something over here. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to do this wonder. And then do we call it a day? I feel like I don't think stuck is the word. You can have a dragon. But I feel like I've just been bouncing between places, you know? I guess you can hold here. So you want Blint, this character. Blint's you. Sure, this is a wonder I can do. Before you can enter a bandit-infested fortress, you are stopped by a whistle from nearby. A coarse-looking woman appears from behind a broken wall. Hey, psst, my first Bloodborne. I see you're trying to enter my old camp. I used to lead the gang of idiots in there, but after our last raid, they booted me out. Mutiny. Hey, if you teach them a lesson, I will gladly point you to our secret stash of loot. Sharing the spoils, you know. The rugged stranger grins, keeping her distance. Those bastards laid out traps. I can help you find them. Scratch my back, and I will scratch yours. Allow the bandit leader to reveal the traps. Alright, I'll take this on. I guess this is our climax for the day. So what's going on? So are there just caltrops here or something? You're flying, so you don't care. You're flying, so you also don't care. What's the button to attack the floor again? I really don't want you to be first, Blint. I'm worried about you dying again. Oh, these are longbows. Interesting. Okay. Well, we did get a range attack here. Or an AoE, rather. Is it control? Ah! Nope. It's all... Okay. Cool. Slowly. Gently. What was that shot? Huh. Oop. Huh. Oop. Hmm. I think we'll have her on the flank. Do I want to get close enough to shoot them? Not really. Do we wait one turn? Okay. That's their full action, I think. Yeah. I remember now. Okay. Oh, I see a trap. Boom. So we'll send in you. Oh, is this a summon? Oh, it is. Look at that. Does it really matter if I walk over this caltrop? I don't think so. I don't think so. I am shocked, actually. It would have been more valuable to just walk up, to just shoot the Couture up then. Okay. What a turn. Boop. I'm a huge fan of, like, geomancy and earth magics. I think it's cool. It's not very often expressed. Move that in. You come here. Anybody want to heal? Blint's not flying yet, unfortunately. Or is he? No, he... These are in the boots? Yeah, the boots get passed through. Okay. So as a skirmisher, you can get slippery and swift, but you can't get passed through, I don't think. The boots providing some good stuff. Boom. After dealing with the den of bandits, you can search the ruins. You're quickly joined by the former bandit leader. The stranger sighs as she sees the bodies of her former comrades. Shame, they were decent cronies while it lasted. She leads you to a secret room hidden behind a stone slab. Anyway, here's the stash. Some fine loot too, even a mace of cleansing flame. The name's Toller the Butcher, by the way, should our paths cross again. Toller the Butcher leads you to a room filled with bandit loot. Ta-da! I'll leave you to it. She quickly fills her pockets with gold and attempts to leave. So we get this, which we wouldn't have gotten before. Okay, cool. Major morale. I think I need the gold. Gold! Swimming in gold! Time to make it twink. It'll never get old! Okay. We're staying down here, so we're consolidated. Go here. Here. Cool. So these can join a stack, and then the doll can join Blinty Boy. And here's our Animist. So this is a tier 2 shock unit. I have never been impressed by them, but they do have a cleave, which is cool. And it counts with charge. So, I mean, it's something. See if I can connect the road gore here. Edward's back. We got another corpse. Because we built the vampire thing, we are gaining mana from this, so I think we could just leave it there. She got Thing of Renown, which is cool. Another war party. The Misguided Thorndusk. Okay. Your so-called benevolence only makes you weak. Great. Off in the corner of the map. I think we'll start with Chard Spar. Because they're, you know, actively hostile against us. And then we'll decide what to do with Thistledown next time. I think if they come towards me any closer, I might just kill them. But I might be able to vassal them and then just take this Fireforge down. We'll see. I'll think about it. But my friends, that is the beginning, the end of the first episode. The beginning of the Blint Saga. My initial thoughts on the movement thing is I can barely notice. I feel like I'm moving farther. Because I've always said, and it will still probably be the case, I've always said that there are 2 stages to every campaign. Before and after Advanced Logistics. And I feel like this might even be better now. Because everyone has 40 movement points. And if you're on road all of the way, that is quite a lot of moving. It's, what? 39? 13? 13 tiles of movement? That's going to be pretty cool. We're going to be zipping across the map. I'm pretty excited. As far as the experience thing goes, I also don't really notice a difference. I haven't been able to manipulate this too hard. But I'm interested to see how powerful they get. The rank after Legend, I don't remember what it's called. Ascended? It requires a lot of experience to get those ranks, but it gives you, is it just 10 hit points? It's not a huge buff, but it's a buff. So I'll be curious to see how that pans out. Let's look at a non-evolution unit. Okay, so it doesn't show you here, probably until you get to them. And for the Primal culture, I am a big fan of their rework. Of course, as the spiders, we get lifesteal, so it's really good for us to get the Rising Fury as soon as possible. But, oh yeah, you have casualties again. Yeah, I think this is a good step for the Primal. They're still, I think they still need a little bit of loving, but this is a great step in the right direction. This has been really strong, Primal Renewal buff. And I look forward to abusing the Animus next time a little bit further, once we can pop out a few more. And I haven't really noticed this at all, the defense resistance rework. But maybe once we get some magic fighters rolling, I'll be able to tell the difference. But thanks for watching. I do hope that you enjoyed. Thank you to patrons and the Show Sports channel. I greatly appreciate you. If you'd like to stay up to date with anything happening on the channel, feel free to join the Discord description down below. And I will see you next time. These episodes will be coming out pretty quickly because of the limited time we have left before March 9th. So I hope you enjoy the Bloodborne Enjoyer.